Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings and salutations.
All right, so we're going to do something differently on the Everything Show today. We are going to read comments from my YouTube channel about the stuff we talk about because there is something I think that needs to be addressed, and I feel that there is a smear campaign about me on my comment section. Now, originally, this person I had made it where no one could see this person because I felt this person was a troll, and then the person followed me to my second channel, Scott, and started commenting there. And I said, you know what? I will unhide you, but this person has been very vile and very vicious. And I feel that this person is not really a fan of mine and is more of a fan of an enemy that recently, probably has no idea what's happening with this person. This person could also be a troll from way back. But I do want to cover exactly what she said because it is very important that we cover this. So let me just get I want to get the comment. I want to read it on the air because this is very important. Now, why can't I see it on here? Huh. All right. You there, Scott, still?
I'm still here.
All right.
I had to pop my contacts out because they were bugging me, so that's probably why my eyes look the way they do.
All right. So the person's called Kate Priest. Now, originally, I thought right away that this person could be Chameleon Tours because I remember somebody being named Priest, and I don't know if that was Chameleon Tours. Used to be a troll, or whatever. All right, so I'm gonna read it off the read it, and this person's talking about the election that we talked about. So the person says, when Hillary won the popular vote in 2016 and people were complaining, you were making video after video telling them to stop being sore losers and accept the electoral process. Face it, you're a hypocrite and sore loser too, just like your favorite candidate. President Biden, baby, meaning the person, she's happy that President Biden, well, she's happy that she thinks Biden's president, going to be president. So I want to address this because, again, I did not, and I made it 100% obvious and truthful that I was not voting for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Okay? There is nothing to hide about it. I said no matter what, I am not voting for Hillary Clinton. Now, never once did I say that I was voting for Trump, and there are other candidates in the Democratic Party at the time and independents and stuff like that. There were other candidates to vote for, but you know that if it's not one or the other, they probably never get elected like the independents. But anyway, you had more than two choices. So the thing is that I did not listen. That's who I am. I did not like Hillary Clinton. There was a lot of things I was against. You know that. We talked about this. There was no hiding anything about it. I didn't beat around the bush. I said flat out, I will never vote for Hillary Clinton.
I mean, I'll be honest.
I don't think like I was basically upfront with my subscribers, and I said that.
Yeah. So with me, when that first election came around, I didn't want Hillary, not because I was a never Hillary or never Trumper. I didn't want Hillary because I saw her as a career politician. Right. I saw Trump as a career businessman. So basically, both ways, you lose there.
Right.
And I'll fully admit, I forget how long into his first term he was. It was during his first year. I slowly grew to like him.
Right.
Because my initial thought was I either wanted Cruz or what was the woman's name?
Sussman? Was it Sussman?
No. Oh, the woman's the other one.
I forgot. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
I wanted one of them.
So I answered the person. So then the person went on to say I didn't see this comment actually. All right, let me get my phone because I don't know why I can see more with my phone than I can with the. Oh, so annoying.
Yeah.
Why is the phone will pop? All right. So then she wrote, when you reiterate all of his talking points, I guess she's talking about Trump, it
Yeah.
becomes patently obvious he is your candidate, regardless of the petite burgosis. Don't discuss who you vote for nonsense. Now, here's the thing, right? I said flat out that I'm not going to discuss who I vote for because the one thing I've learned and I was always taught by my parents and people I know is that you never talk about politics and never talk about religion because
Yeah.
you will find that even your closest friends and people start fighting and it's a thing.
Yeah.
And to me,
boy, did we see it online afterwards.
Right.
And all
So
that. People
so
dropping friends and
yeah.
all
So
that,
to me, I felt that this is not something to be hide. I felt that we never really cover politics on here. It's very rare, and when we do, we did all right. But
yeah.
like, there's no reason to do it because we do have. I respect fellow members of the Real Hoovians cast, and fellow members of the Real Hoovians cast have voted for Biden,
Yeah.
and some have voted for Trump. But the day that the Real Hoovians cast start telling each other who they voted for, that's the day that the group probably disintegrates because the Real Hoovians is not about the voting
Politics.
election.
No, it's not about the politics.
Real Hoovians is about Doctor Who. And I want to keep it that way, that it's about Doctor Who and not about anything else. So that is the mandate that I have set rules for with this cast and with this channel, that I respect my friends and my subscribers a whole bunch. So, but there was a thing that happened on Facebook recently where I made simple statements about I just don't like people cheating, and I don't like it that you don't count certain votes. And again, I've said it flat out, and I could say it a million times this Sunday. I was not talking about one party. I was talking about both parties.
Yep.
And then YouTube friends and real friends started battling, and then family started battling. And I said to myself, you know what? There was a fight that went on throughout the night till like 3, 4 in the morning. It was finally resolved. And then after it was done, I said, I'm deleting all this stuff because it's not worth it. And now I couldn't go to sleep till 4 or 5 in the morning because of this. And it was just ruined my sleeping and ruined everything. And everybody's fighting. And I felt this is not worth it. What my opinions are, sometimes I just shut my freaking mouth because, you know, I should be able to say what I want to say, but I don't want, sometimes saying what you want to say
perfectly
is not worth it because, you know, it's too many fights involved. So just whatever. So then we're going to read this comment that this Kate Priest. When you reiterate all of his talking points, it becomes patently obvious he's your candidate. No, it doesn't, because I never said who my candidate was. Regardless of the petite burgosis, don't discuss who you voted for nonsense. It's not nonsense. It says if you had half a brain, you would realize the majority of mail-ins were Democrats because they are the ones who actually give a shit about exposure to COVID. First of all, I'm going to say, one, that this person has no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, same here.
Because there is no fucking president that, there is no precedent, not president, precedent that Republicans are against COVID, like Republicans don't respect COVID. First of all, Trump was the one who immediately wanted to close the borders.
Yeah. When
the Democrats wanted them open and they were saying stuff about build the wall, blah, blah, they were picking on him. And he's saying, we have a virus. I need to protect American people. They're like, no, you were not doing that. And he did it anyway. So thank God he did, right? Regardless of whether you like him or not like him, he did take action in March, okay? Or before March, he took action. Okay?
And then the whole and then the whole visitation in Chinatown came up with a certain little.
Well, I don't want to go off topic. So let me just. First of all, this person obviously is a Democrat, and this person obviously is against every. This person is obviously against every single Republican in existence, saying that all Republicans are this way. This is the same type of philosophy is why we had problems in this world where people were discriminating against black people and all these other races. And this, according to this person, this is like why we had problems in the past, like when people had slavery and stuff. I mean, this person is ridiculous what they're saying, that every single Republican's evil. This is an intellectually deficient person saying this. This person doesn't know their ass from their elbow. So it's a shame that someone could be this stupid writing this comment. But here we go. Because the ones who actually gave a shit about the exposure of COVID, bullshit. Hence the sudden shift when they began counting. Now, first of all, if every single, isn't it a little suspicious that every single fucking mail-in ballot, there wasn't one for fucking Trump and there were fucking hundreds of thousands of votes? Isn't that a little fucking weird that it wasn't even one? It's actually physically impossible that there wasn't not one fucking vote. And I'm not saying,
it's not, and that is one of the reasons why this election is going to be decided by the Supreme Court.
Right. Again, you can't be that fucking stupid. And I'm not talking as any party. I'm saying you can really not be that. I mean, I know Common Cure math is bullshit, but I think a lot of people are paying attention to Common Cure math because obviously fucking this is why things are. But anyway, you can't be that fucking stupid to say every single fucking vote for hundreds of thousands of votes for one person. Also, it's kind of a little suspicious when someone's down like fucking 80,000 votes, and then miraculously at 3 a.m, 80,000 votes appear.
It's
like
fine. This is I talked about this on a Facebook post. It's funny, funny how they go in the next day.
But again, we're not addressing the election.
Ballots that
we're addressing this person.
The entire state favors one side.
I'm going to reiterate again. I said I don't like cheating. So if it looks like the Democrats are cheating right now, I'm against that. If Trump is cheating, I'm against that. Okay. If the Republicans are cheating, I'm against that. You either win the right way or you don't win at all. So
you can't favor one side over the other. Yeah.
Say, hypothetically speaking, right? We're Democrats, right? And we win because someone in the Democratic Party cheated. Then it's not a real win. Like people will never let you live it down.
Yeah,
that someone stole the election.
It wouldn't, because somebody even pointed that out.
And the Democratic Party will be tarnished for centuries. So you either win the right way, you don't win at all. So the thing, this is about not the election. This is about Kate Priest.
Overall,
Kate Priest. We got to stay on topic. Kate Priest. So Kate Priest says she's making it that no Republican cares about COVID, which is bullshit. Okay. I don't think an election has ever been settled in the course of a day. I said it should be settled in one day. I never said it was. So Scott's my fucking witness. What the fuck are you talking about? The person said. The 2000 election took weeks for the votes to be counted. No shit. I was alive there too. Please have Steampunk on a cast. Well, Steampunk could appear on the cast. Because he seems to be the only person on your show that knows anything about U.S. politics. No, that's not right, actually. But let's hear what else you have to say. It's always amusing watching him show you up as the dumbass you are. First of all, I could clearly see that this person is not American, and this person's from the UK by the way they're talking about our stuff. So this person is a shit disturber, which is the reason why I fucking hid their comments in the first place.
Yeah, because a lot of times shit disturbers, my basic attitude about shit disturbers is this: you ignore them, because a lot of times whether they believe their stuff or not becomes irrelevant.
I want to know if this person could have the balls to say if they're a fan of an enemy. But anyway, so let's see. Um, so please have steampunk on it, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And as for toxicity, perhaps you ought to address your own by not spreading fake news and starting battles with all your friends. First of all, I addressed this. I didn't spread fake news.
No.
Okay. There was the Doctor Who production people exactly where people photographed and thought they were. There was Jody. There was all these people there. They would try, and there was someone there preparing to see how could we film during COVID in the wee hours of the morning. How could we do this, and how are we going to set precedent to film when there's stuff going on lockdown? Meaning they would have to work sometimes overnight because they wouldn't have to run the risk of having someone on set in the public because it would be overnight, and this is why people would have to work overnight. So no, I did not spread fake news. In fact, like I said before, I got the news from the BBC themselves, my source. So that's bullshit. And obviously this person's an enemy because they're letting their emotions speak for them, and they get more hostile because they're angry about the way I do.
The angrier they're getting, the more off topic you notice they're getting.
Right. And as far as addressing me attacking my friends, first of all, it was already proven that last year an event happened where I was friends with someone and they started a war with me because of stupid news. And guess what? My news was buried, and because they were intimidated. And they were wrong and I was right, and that person apologized. And for this whole year we've been friends until again it comes up where people have dubbed it source wars, where again our stuff is not going to be the same. Like, I'm sorry, but I will not report bullshit on here, like Gillian Anderson being the Doctor, or fucking stupid other shit that the person is becoming like the Inquirer and just reporting every fucking stupid ass shit known to man. I won't even talk about that stupid shit. But I did talk about the stupid shit because it's stupid shit. And I said it was stupid shit. So the person, again, this year, pinned a tweet with 9 parts ripping apart my video while we are friends. And everything is time stamped, okay? And if the person valued friendship, he would have deleted the pinned tweet dissecting my character. So if my character is being defamed and disgraced and slandered, I have a right to put a stop to it.
Yeah, you do.
So again, this person, I believe, is a fan of that.
This is the problem with a lot of people. They feel that they have the right to do the attacking, but when you respond in kind, it's like,
oh no, like it.
No, you don't have the right to do that. Oh no,
they want to time travel and make it that Matrix Lord just attack people for no reason, which he did not. All right, so again, you've been having the same 2 or 3 people on the podcast for the past several years. First of all, obviously you're not watching my cast for the past several years, because if we go back the past several weeks, we've had Vaughn on, we've had Chris on, we had Steampunk on, we've had James J on, we've had Susie on, we've had David Aston on, we've had Philip on, we've had Connor on, we've had Memory on. So that's just the past couple of weeks, and that's even.
Grant, I'm pretty much the line. My face comes up a lot because I'm generally available at the times he wants to do cast.
But this is just recently, and as far as years go, we've had tons of members on here, not at the same time. But this person is not an avid watcher of Matrix 2 and 2. And there was a thing called the pandemic, where I've stated that everybody is going through this and are not really wanting to do casts right now. And I understand as the leader of this group, and I'm not an asshole about it, because shit happens. Real life happens. You don't need to come on here and talk about fucking Doctor Who in a TV series.
No, you don't.
There's things more important in life, like dying and living and surviving. So I don't need to prove a fucking thing to this fucking stupid idiot. But anyway, we're gonna talk. We're gonna go through more of this shit. Um, you've been having the same 2 or 3 people on your podcast for the past several years because of your narcissism alienates anyone that gets close to you. First of all, I've hardly lost anybody getting close to me. Okay. And second of all, maybe if I did lose a few people, it wasn't to do anything to do with this. And I'm not a narcissist. This word has come up because of a person that used the word a couple of times or whatever. I mean, Sharon would not be with me if I was a narcissist. So, no. So that's stupid. And that's a lie. And this is someone that's trying to write a story, a fictional story, and it's not even a good story. I'll keep watching your videos, thanks. My boyfriend and I think you're absolutely hilarious and the apotheosis of American idiocy. First of all, you're not American by just saying that. Yeah. Because if you were an American, you wouldn't say American idiocy. So you're from the UK, and you are probably a friend of the enemy that you probably wanted to fuck with me because you want to attack me because you think that I'm hurting your friend or something when I'm defending myself. So again, that's fine. You can watch my videos, and thank you for the view, but I don't agree with what you have to say, and I think it's bullshit, and everybody does too. And I don't need to put 50 people on here, but I may I may flood YouTube just to shove it up someone's ass. Sure, because I want to fucking just prove to this fucking schmuck that they don't know what they're talking about. And I may do that, Scott, just because sometimes I get a little immature, and that's okay. Okay, so let's see what else this fucking person does. Matrix Lloyd 212, LOL. I've been waiting 5 years to see more than Scott, Chris, and Daniel. You aren't a good guy at all. You're an arrogant, sad little man with nothing to show for his life but a bunch of self-published books with no readers and a YouTube channel with no subscribers. Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do. Okay?
Here we go.
Oh, you pissed me off. One, there's going to be many opportunities where I'm going to shove your fucking words up your ass. Okay? Because you did light a fire up my ass and you pissed me the fuck off. So you will see the fury of Matrix Lord. In fact, you will see the fruits of my labor. I will shove it in your fucking face. Okay? I work hard, I bust my ass, and I can put my money towards whatever the fuck I want to do. So obviously, common fucking sense, idiots, if things didn't work out, there's a thing called checks and balances and balancing your budget. And if I spent money to do a book and I didn't make that money back, common fucking sense would say there would be no more fucking books. Okay? Because nobody just spends fucking tons of money on books for no one to buy. Okay? And first of all, you tried getting in fucking the #1 fucking retail bookstore in fucking the world. And you see if you could fucking do it. Because obviously, it took me years to do it. Okay? I didn't just snap my fingers and got in there. I had to prove myself. And I busted my ass. And I got there. And I don't just do books, okay? I'm a freelance writer. I write articles. And I have stuff printed all over the world. Not just in New York. I have stuff printed in India, mind you. You try to do that, okay? I have done commercials. I have been writing about businesses. I've been writing about stories and movies and different things and articles. I have ran a medical practice. I've ran a damn mall. I've been a district manager in retail. Like I have fucking medical backgrounds. You don't even fucking know what the fuck is going on. Okay? And I will always evolve my fucking self while you're scratching yourself. Okay? So I don't need a fucking thing to prove to you at all. Okay? And yes, there's going to be a book 14 and a fucking book 15. And one day I'm going to find out where you fucking live. I'm going to make sure there's going to be a fucking billboard right outside your fucking house, and I'm going to put my fucking face on it so you can fucking stare at it every fucking day. Believe that. And I'm saying that in a nice way because I don't think you see me enough. And one day you will see me every fucking place because I'm going to do it or I'm going to die trying. Okay? And everything I say I do, I do. Okay? I said I was going to write a book. I wrote 13 and published them. And they're out. I say I'm going for trophies. I'm going for video game trophies. Okay? If I was going into politics, I wouldn't stop till I got to the top either. But I'm not going. I'm not going to politics.
One says there's no hell in ass way.
That's not happening. That's right. And she has say, and I'm fine with that. But let me tell you, okay, far from a failure. Far from it. Okay? I've had donated my books to people overseas to learn how to read in the Philippines. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that we have. We have charity work that we do here and stuff like that. To say I'm evil and a horrible person, disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting.
Disgusting. And again, I had a friend who was a millionaire, right? And he was like the Einstein philosophy. Einstein wore the same outfit every single day, right? And there was a reason behind it besides the fact that he liked wearing that. People judge you, okay, they judge you quick by the way you look, right? Did you ever see the video where this guy dressed like a homeless person and this beautiful woman was making fun of him, this guy was making fun of him, and it turns out he was a multi rich millionaire that got into the Ferrari that was parked next to that person's fucking shitty ass car, and he drove away laughing his ass off. My friend.
And I also remember the woman was trying to come back later and go, "Oh, you're such a nice guy," and he pretty much double-barreled her.
Right. My friend that I knew from Jersey is a millionaire, and he wore the same. He must have multiple copies of this jogging outfit, right? And people would look at him and they would judge him, and they're like, "What a dirtbag! What a this? What a that?" And he'd laugh. He'd laugh. And the people that were nice to him were genuine, regardless of seeing him every day wearing the same outfit. They did not judge him, and they became friends of his that he valued because he saw the true. These people were not shallow, right? And I always treated people the way I want to be treated, with respect. This person, this idiot, Kate Priest, who's saying all these horrible fucking things, don't know her ass from her elbow, has no fucking idea what I do or what I've done in the past. And I haven't really fucking made a big stink about what I've done. But not everyone, and I didn't just have shit handed to me either, right? Not everyone could run a medical practice. Not everyone could run a mall, okay? So don't fucking tell me that, and not everyone can, you don't just become a district manager either. You build yourself up for fucking years, from stock boy to key holder to department head to friggin' assistant manager to friggin' store manager to friggin' district manager. I've done loss prevention. Like, I fucking built myself up to get these titles, and I earned them. So for you to fucking judge me like a loser when, like, you're right, and I've raised two beautiful, wonderful, perfectly amazing children, like, that I love more than my life itself. So, like, you calling me a loser? Please. What have you done? Probably nothing but fucking being a
what have you done lately? Please.
You know what? We're going to continue.
At least 5 things that you've done that are equal to that.
And another thing, this YouTube that has no subscribers, why is Google paying me then? Sometimes. Why is Google paying me something? And you know what? What did I do, Scott? I think it was twice. I donated all my earnings from YouTube to a toy drive, if you remember, where I went to the store. I spent hundreds of dollars, filled up a shopping cart, all these wonderful toys for kids, these needy kids that did not have money. Their families didn't have money to buy Christmas presents. Yeah. And I did that. And I didn't have, I'm struggling sometimes paying bills. But I did this, okay? And I did this on my own, and I donated, and I made sure that these kids had a great Christmas, and that was
Yeah.
the smile that was my worthwhile to me, that I brought joy to people's lives. So I've done things. Sharon has her organizations that she
Yeah.
supports, and I support her. Making strides for breast cancer and American Lung Association, all these different things, autism, and all these those, and all the time. I don't have the money, but we donate all the time. You know what I'm saying? So like, you have no idea what Matrix Lord 212 does, or what he's about, or you want to get a bigger picture, but you don't know. And again,
You want to shield yourself because for whatever reason too.
right. I don't need, because when people find out where you work, that I was getting harassed all the time. And why would I want that? Why would I want to lose my job? People know where I work. When I worked at the medical practice too. Come on, that was fucked up. And people call. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, because they wanted me gone, so they kept calling my job. So there is an independence that we need to have as YouTubers, where we don't need to tell you who we go for, because we don't need nut jobs coming to our house and harassing us.
Exactly.
We don't need to tell you where we work, because I've had it firsthand experience of people calling the job to get me fired because they're angry about a TV show news. So we have independence that we need to keep sacred, and I don't need to explain that to anybody, because you don't want people showing up where you live, know where you live. Like, people are nut jobs. So I'm not saying everybody's a nut job. So I don't need to tell you who I vote for if I don't want to. And I don't.
It's irrelevant.
Right. And I don't need to show you shit, because obviously, I'm going to explain another thing too. If the books were so much failures, then why did the newspapers do articles about them? Why did the magazines do an article about them? Why would put people, if I'm such a loser, why would I be in the newspaper so many fucking times that I don't even have fingers for the amount of times I've been in the newspaper? Why the fuck would they give me the time of day to be in the newspaper if my shit sucks so bad? Why would Barnes and Nobles give me book signings, or even Hallmark or anybody give me book signings if I was such a loser? Explain that to me, because you can't fucking explain it, okay? And no, with COVID going on right now, you can't do that shit. You can't do book signings. You can't do all this bullshit, because you have to have a limited amount of people in these areas. So nice fucking try. So all I'm saying is, I get angry like everybody else. I'm not a perfect person, but I am not evil, and I'm not a narcissist, and I'm not this. I just don't take shit from you or other assholes that want to attack me. And it doesn't make me a bad person. Everybody has a day where you get to see their anger and and I do wonderful things, but I'm a human being. I'm not perfect.
Take so much and finally go, enough. No more.
And me that wasn't talking about politics that much lately, this irked me. This shit about fucking people showing up at 3 a.m. with hundreds of thousands of votes for one fucking person when the person was losing the state. That's bullshit. Common fucking sense is bullshit. And it doesn't even matter if I'm part of that same party or not.
No, because
I don't want to win.
If the opposite side was doing it as well, you'd call them out as well.
First of all, I don't want to win if it's cheating going on to win.
Mm-hmm.
I am all about working hard to get where you are. There is no cutting corners. I would never cut corners. If there was a thing where someone offered me tons of money to do my books, but they would do it where they would fuck the shit up, I would say fucking no. No. Unless it was done the way I wanted it fucking done. I would not cut corners. No, I wouldn't.
Well, here we go. Here's another example. A lot of people were doing. There was in GTA they were doing this glitch,
right? Where
it was I think it was a penthouse glitch.
Okay.
But anyway, they were getting all this money from it, and GTA Rockstar nipped that thing in the butt
They were making
to
too much
where,
money. They weren't
to the
making money.
point to where not only did they fix the glitch, but they made certain all those people who were using that glitch was knocked lost everything, literally lost every single thing they gained, and they were knocked back to
Square one.
square one, to where they're going to have to rebuild themselves up, and that's
Wow.
pretty much the way this election is going.
That's like when video games, when people were cheating with Fortnite and then they got banned.
Yeah.
And they could never come back. That was a rule, remember?
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. I got to tell you, it will forever be a blemish on the victory if they win because of cheating going on.
And how much, I mean, and does that really show that much respect to whoever wins in the first place? Really, if you're going to go out and you're going to cheat to make certain your candidate wins, how much respect does that show in your candidate? How much faith does that show?
And do you honestly think that if all the Republicans know that cheating was involved for Biden to become president, do you honestly think that the Republicans would ever fucking push any fucking bill that he creates in 4 fucking years? It would be a goddamn wasted 4 years that nothing would get accomplished. Nothing. So I'm going to say this. Even if Trump was doing it, I would call him out on it.
Yeah, same here. Okay? I mean, I would.
I feel, right, that I want the real votes to show who the winner is. And even if it's not the person I want them to be, I want a definitive 100% real count done. And will accept the results of a real
would I be happy with
investigative?
No, I mean,
no.
Like
but I want.
But I would at least. I'm with you. I would at least accept it and see it through.
I feel that all this news and all these people, agencies that are saying that Biden is president, are going to be in for a rude awakening when all the courts and things come back. Because here's the thing. I may not be perfect at mathematics, but I could add 1 + 1. And I'm telling you right now, for some odd reason, for them not to give Trump states that he actually got and show that he was getting close or he was more than Biden, and for them to call states for Biden when there wasn't even hardly percentages in there, but then when Trump had 95% polled in and they wouldn't give it to him, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to say that something's going on.
Speaking of which, this is what I pointed out on a lot of the boards is in replies. You had states like Wisconsin and Minnesota. They come in the next day and find these ballots, and not a single one of those ballots said Trump. They're all 100% for Biden. So somebody slipped those in. They also found out that a lot of I don't remember if it was in those 2 states or not, but it was also discovered that there was a little program in a lot of the voting machines that were swaying the votes.
Yes, here's the thing.
And after they fixed one of the machines, Trump was getting 600 votes more than he was.
But here's the thing. The software that was being used is for all the states. So, in other words, there was a glitch that I heard tonight that they accidentally gave Trump's votes to Biden. And now they're trying to figure out how to fix it without Biden losing, which guess what? You can't.
You can't.
And it's too. And first of all, the media does not call the election. Technically, is not over because they're still counting. Okay, so the point is that Biden isn't the elected president yet. Just because the NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox News, MSNBC say it doesn't mean shit, or even CNN.
Votes are in. Plus, let's also forget when Bush was going against Gore, it was like a week to week and a half to where it was assumed that
Gore was the president. They even put it in the paper. They put it in the fucking paper.
The Supreme Court, and it was resolved through that way.
They put it in the fucking paper that Gore was the president. And they even did a Time magazine thing that Hillary was the fucking president. She was even on a book saying that she fucking won. And all those millions of copies of books had to be fucking buried because it was done, right? So the point is that you could wake up in a couple of days and find out that Trump is reelected. And the problem with that is that people have believed all this bullshit. They are trained in their minds where if NBC, ABC, CBS,
The
Fox
mainstream
News,
media.
CNN, MSNBC, if they say it's true, it's true. That's not the case.
No.
We all learned this.
The media is there only to report the news. That's all they're there for.
Right.
So
And they're not
report,
but it's not about that.
Every
That's not.
state has
They're
returned
making
their
up news,
ballots,
Scott.
and it's
Scott,
100% fact.
Scott. Now
Fact
it's not
checking.
about reporting the news. It's about making up the news.
I know that's what they're doing.
Making up the news. They're like directors making actors cry. We've seen stuff like that happen already. So my point is that, and then all the people that are coming out that are silent, and they're like, oh, and they're all Biden fans and supporters, and they're ripping apart their friends that are Trump supporters. That I'm just gonna laugh my fucking ass off when they have their finger up their ass and they're like, what happened? What do you mean Trump won? What? Because let me tell you something. All those Trump supporters are gonna rip them to fucking.
Oh God. Oh.
And here's the thing: if these people, like, I saw that Lester Holt, right, interrupted the president, and he said that there was no evidence for altering the votes and all that stuff, right?
Yes, there is.
But when it does come out that there is, Lester Holt needs to apologize to
Oh,
Donald
he's gonna.
Trump
Didn't trust me.
on the fucking air. Because what a fucking idiot he was for interrupting the president because he's a Democrat. And he needs to say, I, Lester Holt, am a Democrat, and I disrespected the Republican president. But he won't do that. But here's the thing.
He doesn't. He doesn't even have to state which side he's on.
No, he does. I think he does because here's the thing: like you fucking disrespected him. Also, Anderson Cooper, who I like, right, called fucking Trump a turtle. Now he took it back. He said that was wrong for me to say. He was a man, and he said I was wrong for saying that, and I take it back, and I regret it. But Lester Holt, when they do have fraudulent evidence, is he going to report it?
No.
Because here's the thing. Wasn't it enough evidence that the guy went on the podium and said that Will Smith's dead fucking father voted twice? Wasn't that enough fucking evidence right there that a fucking celebrity's dad that passed away voted for like, are you kidding me? And you can't look at that and you can't investigate. Why can't reporters report? Why can't reporters investigate the news? Are they lazy?
Because it's left wing.
But are they lazy? Like, what happened to that? Remember back in the day, they had the hats on with the glasses and they would run for the story and there was no cell phones.
That's when reporting. That was back in the day where you only had three to four stations, and you didn't have the.
But they ran on foot in taxis wherever the story was.
But that's just it. It was back in the day where it was radio. There was 3 to 4 stations on television. We didn't have the internet. People had to wait for weeks for news, and they had to actually beat
do the physical work. They had to run
information. Where now today, anybody behind a keyboard can say, "I'm a reporter."
Anybody can have an iPhone. They can have any news you want.
It's pretty much like It's pretty much like if you can tap on
everybody's a reporter.
The record button. You're a reporter.
Everybody's a reporter. So I don't think there's.
And they don't fact check, and they don't have to fact check.
That's another thing about the fact check.
People out there who will believe the sun's purple.
Here's the thing.
Pink.
And here's the thing. I love Facebook, right? But I don't love it now because it is against the law for you to fucking censor people.
And that's what's been going on. People have been calling
every single time you say something. Fact check. No. That's not true fact check because I'm going to tell you something right now. I did a project, right, where we worked on something, right? And Facebook blocked it only because the word COVID-19 was mentioned in a sentence that had nothing to do with the project, but the director was talking about how we're going through this now. It's terrible, right? Facebook blocked the entire fucking interview because, and they said fact check, because they automatically
Well, if they
saw
fact
one
checked,
word,
then they would have found out that.
but they never
that you
released
didn't.
it. They never released it because
Yeah.
that's a fake fact check.
It was.
That's a fake fact check. When you see fact checks on Facebook, it's fake fact checks
Yeah.
because it's a one-sided opinion that's not real. That like they want you to say you can't vote for this person, you can't vote for that person, you can't buy this food,
Here we go.
you can't
Here's
buy
another.
that food.
There's been a few
It's
people who I watch
dictators.
on YouTube.
Like there should be
who's had that
fines.
same thing done to them.
There should be fines for
They
Facebook
should be fined.
and Twitter if you fucking silence someone's voice because they're a Republican and they're Facebook thing.
Well, look at the doctor. Look at those doctors and nurses that came out a few months ago. They banned that. They fact checked that thing and banned it from being aired on YouTube.
They say fact check to every shit that they don't agree with, and there's nothing about fact checking at all. Nobody's fucking fact checking shit.
If it just goes about, if it goes.
You know how many times our shit gets fucking flagged?
They pretty much shut it down.
They fucking flagged me eating a fucking cookie that time, and me saying the alphabet that time. Okay, nothing fucking happens because people create an opinion of someone, and they make their life fucking miserable. And fucking YouTube plenty of times is screwing with us all the time. How many that time was disgusting? Remember that? 67 videos in a day they picked. One day they picked 67 videos. Remember, Scott? And they yellow flagged in one day. They flagged 67 videos of mine. And I think I got like 30 something fixed, right, Scott?
Yeah.
Or more. Like I got restored back to full monetization, but it's too late because we covered the news. And if you hold on to it for months, the news is outdated. So you don't need to go back to Matrix Floyd news about something that happened because it's outdated. So you lost the money forever for that.
Which, like I said in the past, once they've restored your deal, you should at least get a quarter to half of that.
Right,
money
you should get compensation for a false
flag.
flag.
Now, granted, I can understand not getting 100%, but at least a quarter to a third of that revenue.
This podcast will be. They'll flag this.
Yeah, they'll flag it because it's political.
Because we're talking. Yeah, right. They'll flag this because and anything and they hold on. This is another thing. They hold it for 24 hours where nobody can see it. Like this will be held for 48 hours. Now, by the time this video airs, Trump may be the president for next term, and they may reveal it, and all the stuff we're talking about is outdated.
Hey, folks, you better get a subscription to Rogaine. Because you're going to be yanking your hair.
Sorry that this everything show has turned into reading the comments and political, but stuff needs to be said.
It snowballs after a while.
Again, I would be all over Trump if he
I would be too.
I mean, horrible shit.
To me, I don't care if I'm favoring somebody or not.
And I want to say something here, okay? When I vote, right? I'm not from a party. I don't see myself.
Stein. That's who I was trying to think of. That was the woman's name.
I don't see myself as part of the party. So I could go in the voting booth, and I could be like, Democrat for let's just say, right, hypothetically speaking, I could say, for the president, I vote Democrat. For this Congress seat, I vote. I like this Republican.
Yeah.
Like it's not straight down the line.
Yeah.
Like nobody does that. I mean, who I like, right? I liked Melkakis, whatever her name is, right? I can never pronounce her name right. But when I went to vote, right, there were people outside the school force feeding you to vote for Max Rose, right? These guys were screaming at people. They were following you. They were trying to get you to vote for that person.
That's harassment.
Right, but here's the thing. They
And
don't
election tampering.
understand that if you were going to vote for that person and then you were harassed by them, you probably might not vote for that person. Now, again, I was never for that candidate. I didn't like what he's done, especially with like trying to defund the police and all that other stuff. I was not for that because common fucking sense, you need the police in case shit goes down.
And people who I listen
Shut the
to
fuck up.
think that's a bad idea because the people who
Shut
get
the
hurt the
fuck
most
up.
are the
Right.
people who are in those areas.
Automatically, I won't vote for you. Right? It was like I was totally against that person. So I voted for the woman I saw. I liked the way she talked. I liked things she said. And she was a Republican. Now, again, I don't vote where all the same person, same party.
Yeah,
It's who
same here.
I like and who I don't.
I will say this much. When they state the person on the deal, a lot of times I was looking at it going, okay, I was trying to remember, was this person Republican? Was this person independent? Was this person?
I don't even care who the person.
But
do I like them or
if
not?
I'm going to vote for somebody, and it's somebody within like the House, the Senate for my state or city, I want them to at least put the little R or D or I next to their name, so that way I know. I mean, like I said, I don't.
Well,
care.
they do in
I'm
the
like you,
voting
I don't
booth.
care.
They
I
tell
don't
you.
care
They tell
whether
you.
they're from this
No,
party
in
or that party,
the
but
thing.
at least to know.
They in the ballot, they tell you if they're Republican and Democrat.
Not the ones I had. They didn't.
Oh, mine did.
Yeah.
If one column is Republican going down, and one column is Democrat, and one column is Independent.
It was mine was literally pretty much just like, here's the sheet of paper. All the information was on this side and was blank on this side.
That's weird. That's weird.
Because I did feed it into a machine.
Me too, but I mean, I would think they will all be the same. Wow. Okay. So anyway, mixed it up. Some people I voted for were Democrats. Some people I voted for Republicans.
I still remember. I forget which year it was, which I started voting. Because I admit I didn't vote for a long time.
The first time you ever voted?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I did not have a voter registration card for a long time. I forget what year it is, but when
I voted for. How old was I? What I don't think.
It was like well into.
I voted for Bush, like George W.
It was well into 2000. I think it was like well into 2000. Or
I voted for Bush. George W. Bush.
But no, like I said, I forget what year it was. I finally decided, I'm going to vote. But no, what I told my sister was, I turned the paper around and just wrote down, and I made like like in school, you had those little circles you got to fill out. I says, when it said done now, that's when I put it in.
When I was in kindergarten, they had like this thing in '79 with like voting for the candidate. I don't know who, whatever it was for whatever. Right. And at the time, I don't remember. I went to vote and like as a kid, they're trying to teach you what the voting thing was. And I remember looking at it now. I'm like, how fucked up was that, right? That they would be like, oh no, you can't vote for Republican. You got to vote Democrat because that's what we're teaching you is better. And I'm like, when I was a kid, because I remember what my dad taught me, and I'm like, compared to what the teachers taught me, you don't teach a kid to vote the way you want to vote. That's not what the school's supposed to teach.
No, it's not, and that's what they're doing.
Because then you alter their life path. So I was taught by my dad that was wrong, and I knew it was wrong. So I was mad because I realized in my brain, even at that young age, that people weren't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so weird. It was like, because you listen to your mom and dad over anybody else, even your teacher. So when people were trying so hard to want you to vote this way or vote that way, I'm like, I was a little kid. I don't know. But, and even years later, there was a situation where a family member, I'm not going to mention who, told me that I had to root for the Yankees. And if I didn't, I would be disowned by the family. And the way my mind worked was, if you don't love me because of a stupid thing like that, then the heck with you.
Yeah.
I'm a Mets fan. And I was a Mets fan. I never liked the Yankees.
And so were you ever disowned?
I didn't even care. No, not at all. It was just something stupid that was said. But I became my own person where I didn't give a fuck. It's what I liked, not what you like. I'm not a clone of you.
Yeah.
You accept me for my difference. You accept me for being original, for being whatever. If what makes up Joe is to be a Mets fan, that's what it is. And Spider-Man's a Mets fan too, so I don't care. He got married in Shea Stadium, so there you go. Well, until the timeline was changed. But anyway, Spider-Man's a Mets fan. So anyway, I was a Mets fan. Still a Mets fan. Not a Yankees fan. I may have went to a Yankee game or two or three or whatever.
Of course. I mean, that's natural.
But I'm a Mets fan. You know, but I would root for the Yankees if the Yankees are going against the Red Sox or something. You know, like or anybody really. I would root for New York, but you know, I'm a Mets fan. So, yeah, that's the whole thing. Is that someone judging my books when they've never written a fucking book in their life, and they don't know what success is, to tell me I'm a failure? Common sense, honestly, and I'm talking from the heart.
Yeah.
If you're putting money into something and it's not working, you don't put money into it again. It's a common sense thing. Like, if you don't make back your money and you don't make a profit from it, with movies, very rare instances they do it anyway. But a movie has to be profitable for it to get a sequel, but not necessarily. Sometimes,
yes,
executives have egos and they're like, we're going to try again, right? But most of the time, the thing has to be profitable to get a sequel. Most of the time. 99% of the time. There's always that 1%. Yeah. 99% of the time, a movie has to be profitable in order for it to get a sequel, right?
And that's what I've always said. And that's my main problem. That's why I've always said one of my main problems about movies is, to me, if the story dictates it, granted, have a sequel. Don't just make a sequel because the previous movie made buku's amount of money.
Right. Now, we're in a situation where I released a book, and days later, the pandemic began. So now this is an interesting thing, because the stores were shut down.
Yeah.
And nobody, unless you were online, could buy the book. So this pandemic shut the opportunities down for this new book. This new book still did okay. It would have did better if the
stores were open. Yeah.
Twists of hate. So the situation is, as I told you, I have to relaunch this because it didn't get its fair shot.
Yeah.
Because of what happened. So I put a lot of time and effort into this, and I need to relaunch it. If the relaunch is successful, there will be another one. And if it's not, there won't be. But again, this could be.
Better yet.
No. Here's the thing. I'm gonna take back what I said. This would be the 1% time because of unfair closures that I would do another book after this, despite not having the thing if it's a failure or not, because it was unfair. So I'm going to give that to you, that because of COVID, I get a pass with that. I will do another one anyway, regardless of what that does. But again, don't be jealous too. Like, that's what I can't stand, right? This person, obviously, to me, I'm going to be honest here. I think this person is someone from the past that's been a troll, or it is a friend of an enemy that recently went to war with me. And they're remaining on my comment section.
And they're using them to go against you.
No, they're remaining on my comment section to try to destroy my channel by pushing me in a direction or pissing me off or whatever. Or just upsetting me if they can't do anything else. And they are succeeding. They are getting me upset.
But they're not doing enough to shove you off the air.
Oh no, people try. Actually, people try. That's another thing. Like that whole situation pushed me towards gaming, like 100 million%, right?
Mhm.
So if like I'm away from talking about Doctor Who for a little while, and if that's what you want, right? Why would you be so fucking stupid to piss me off while I'm gaming away from your ass? Why would you be the dumbest fucking person in existence to fucking piss me off while I'm doing my gaming thing and you're alone talking about Doctor Who without any shit, without any news from me? Why would
Mhm.
you fucking be so fucking dumb to try to take down my fucking gaming videos when I'm just fed up with your fucking stupid ass?
Excuse me, Joe. I just got this email, and it says we're sorry to the person that sent Joe that information. This is from Mensa, mind you. This is from Mensa. We apparently mislaid their application. We will try to resend it sometime this week. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. There we go.
So I'm doing my video game, and these motherfuckers are trying to take down fucking Pac-Man. Fucking Pac-Man. Are you offended by a fucking power pellet, you stupid fuck? No. They tried to take down the donut lesson. They tried to take, like, so of course, I made a video, Scott, and I said, I am creating Matrix Lord 212 Gaming Team Extreme, right? Team Extreme. Brought Bad Wolf 66 in, right? Gave Bad Wolf money to buy a game because I want him to play it on his channel and we'll talk about it and whatever. Never did that before. Never fucking paid money, like did money, like try to build something up, right? Never bought that for like whatever. Like, and I even paying him to do intros for me for the gaming for the donut lesson and the pizza. I wanted to make it professional, right? These motherfuckers tried to take down my video game videos that have nothing to do with Doctor Who or them or anything.
That's just it. That's just it, Joe. It doesn't matter what the content's about. It's you and you alone.
Right. They want me down totally, which even so what do? They piss me off so fucking bad that here we go, podcast again, here we go, whatever. I had a peace treaty, Scott. Fucking peace treaty.
Tell me about it.
Motherfucker broke the peace treaty 24 hours before talking shit. Can't even fucking, and I had his fucking friends in here.
Because I even told you, I was about to tell you what a certain I won't say their name. What somebody was talking to me on.
Oh, I know who it is. We'll talk about it.
Okay, but nonetheless,
Jacob.
Yeah, it was
I don't
Jacob.
give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
And Jacob was saying how juvenile, how we were attacking.
First of all, Jacob attacked.
And hang on, this is what I was telling him. Just show me proof.
Jacob attacked
give me one example to where we were harassing him that does not sound as though we were just giving our critique. Give me one.
First of all, you know how we do the freestyle cast?
Not give me one simple.
Right, I know.
I'm saying that we were harassing the person.
No.
And all that. Yeah.
You know how we do the freestyle cast? We talk about gaming. I created something else other than the freestyle cast where I wanted to have a team of gamers like Bad Wolf. And we're going to review, I played this, you played this, you played this. Different from what you and I do. Like we have our thing. This was another gaming podcast besides the stuff that we talk about. So we called it Matrix Lord 212 Gaming, Episode 1, Episode 2. It was like the podcast. Matrix Lord 212 Gaming Podcast, right? Jacob entered the live stream, not talking about gaming, bashing me, connected to whatever, which made me find out that person from that camp was fucking with Jacob to tell him to dump me and unsubscribe, and they didn't realize, he had autism, and they fucking fucked him up, and he went crazy. So I had to block him, and I'm like, do you understand what you've done? Like, I'm doing a gaming fucking podcast, and you're fucking up my live stream, putting shit on here. Aren't you upset about? Aren't you going to apologize for that? Aren't you going to be whatever? You know, like I was trying to be nice to the person. He just kept fucking talking shit. And I blocked him, and then I unblocked him talking, and he started doing the same shit. Blocked him again twice. This is our own member, mind you.
Yeah.
So I have a soft spot because I'm like, how fucking dare you enter my group? You know, like there are certain things that you do not fucking do because I don't forget. Like I'm a goddamn fucking elephant. I will fucking remember till the end, and I want something done because of it. Like I won't let it go. Like ever, unless you come to me and say I'm sorry, I fucked up. I want something done from it. Like I want something done. Justice. You falling asleep?
No, my eye is acting funky. So.
Oh, we could go off.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
So I got messages from Jacob's friends. I was like, curse me out. You don't curse out the host. Can't be on.
No, you don't.
Can't be on. Oh,
You're
but there's no enough. That's it. You don't disrespect the host. You're done.
That's number one. Yeah.
You're done. Like you don't attack members and you don't attack the host. You're done. That's the rule. It's up to me when I want to unsuspend you. You're done. Mm-hmm. We've had members for a while that would remember acting funny.
God, yes.
Acting funny. They've been on here a lot. They've acted funny because they didn't want me to be right with the news.
Yeah.
Started bashing and comment. You don't do that. We have rules. You're a member of this group and you want something to say to me. You talk to me every day, which you do. But you don't use my platform to bash me on my channel and comment section.
Hell no.
So that person had a conversation with, and I fired them from our group. And it doesn't matter if they did thousands of videos with us. If you got a little antsy and you started bashing the shit out of me, you're done. Now, recently I contacted the person as of, I think, today. Because it's been months.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to the person. What's up? Let's talk. Again, I forgive people. Like I don't hold grudges.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. So we'll see what happens. But you know, there have been situations where we have lost some people, and it has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with the person that was fighting with me. It's a fact that they just don't want to be on here at all because they don't want to be connected in any way to what's going on. And it has nothing to do with me or the other person.
No, they just want to be a shit disturber.
Whatever. And again, I felt certain things were wrong lately because people know me. You know me. I'm not a bad person. You know. And we've had votes in and off airs where members of our group, right, would say, I don't want this person on this group.
Yeah.
And we vote them out.
Because we can't get along.
Right. And I've just been a spectator where my group came to me and saying this person's suspended. And there are 5 votes. What say you, leader? And I'm like, you voted them out, they're out. I'm not going to go against the vote. You know, we have our own thing. And I've had situations where our own members talk to me and saying, you know, I didn't like what you said about
such and such.
I think you went too far with this actress or this actor.
Yeah.
And we would have a discussion about it. And I'd be like, okay, you know what? It's very rare, but it has happened, I think, 5 times where a podcast was completely scrapped.
Yeah.
Even if we did it for 3 hours,
it was totally, yeah, it's like, okay.
Threw it out.
Those discussions too. And
threw it out.
I've stated my viewpoint. He says, and it's like you think, oh yeah, maybe not.
Right, we threw it out. It could be a thing we're covering that maybe we got wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't fix it. It can't be fixed. It's got to throw it out. So and this is why I'm very protective of my group, because I don't have yes men. And even you, Scott, have told me, I think you're going too far with certain things.
Yeah, I have.
And I listen.
Yeah, because it may take a day later, or maybe or so. But I'm thinking that.
That Joe, I really think we need to stop talking about this.
Back just a bit, yeah.
I think we need to stop talking about this, right?
Because it's not. Because in truth, what
Not
will
working.
happen is you bring if you don't want to bring attention to it, but yet by doing it, you're going to be bringing attention to it.
Now, with the Facebook thing has stopped. We stopped talking about the politics on Facebook.
Yeah.
We only brought it up today because of the one shit disturber person talking on here, talking smack. That I'm allowing people to see the comments because I'm feeling it's me that talk about censorship. I don't want to censor this person.
Yeah, we don't need cancel culture here.
Yeah, I don't want. They have a right to comment. I got pimples.
Yeah,
That's the worst thing. I got a pimple on my chin. Masks give you pimples. Jesus. But look, here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's my channel. I listen to my friends. I take everything in advisement. There's been very rare instances where I've gone against the group because I feel certain things, but most of the time, it's like a democracy, right? We go through things, talk about things. As far as I'm concerned with the Jacob thing, I think it will be a conversation. I think it will be a time when Scott has some time and, a few of our group and talk to him. And we'll see if we let him back in or not.
There's been several times, because even that day after you said he was off the cast and all this, he was maybe he was saying, "Oh, ask Joe when I can do a cast with him." And it's like I'm thinking, "Oh, good Lord, do you not know what's going on?"
But if you keep cursing someone out, do you
Yeah.
Do you have any common fucking sense to be like, wow, I shouldn't have cursed that person out? Maybe I should talk to him and apologize? No, there's no apology. It's like, oh, hey, I'm Jacob. Hey. Okay, what does that mean? You fucking bashed me how many times?
Yeah,
You're my own member. You don't bash us.
Yourself again. Why?
Listen, I don't even have. Look, here's the thing. I am not right all the time. And sometimes this news happens and I don't get things right all the time. And I come on here and I admit it, Scott.
Yeah, you do.
But I was personally mad at one of our members talking shit in comments, wanting me to fail. And I did not take kindly to that because I told you, I saw it for what it was truly. You have my phone number. You have my Facebook Messenger. You can reach me
chat there.
20 million ways personally where it's not in the public. But you chose to try to knock and embarrass me on my YouTube channel. You started a conversation. The moment I mentioned it, you told me to fuck off. And then I really, really insulted. And then I said, basically, you're done. I don't even care if you block me, you're done. You're fired from my cast.
You keep doing that, and then want to call you. Pretty much lose the right to cry foul if you're the one that throws the first blow.
You're not going to be on my show if you think that this is a way for you to knock me down. You want to talk to me, you think that stuff's up with me, you talk to me personally. If you, and Scott, I'm fair. Like,
oh God, yeah.
Anybody,
I've lost count how many times you said, I'm going to let this person back in, and then
right, but it's even a thing where if the person wanted,
complain about it.
If the person wanted a cast off air to talk to me and yell at me,
you'll oblige them.
It's different because it's off air, right? You want to talk to the group and saying Joe's a fucking asshole. Listen, there was even an instance where I loved a member so much, like friendship-wise, that I knew that they were misguided and I knew that they were wrong. But I gave them a moment to do a podcast with me being silent. I don't know if you remember that. I was silent the whole cast while Mr. Edwards was cursing me out, if you remember. And I just gave him the respect because I loved him. And even though I felt he was wrong, let him curse, let him have fun. He had fun bashing me. I allowed it. Very rare that happens, but I had so much love for the people that just wanted him in here and let him speak.
Yeah.
So there will be a situation where like I want this one, this one, this one in the cast. Now we need to start the show. Okay. Even that time that I think it was Connor and Philip they wanted an end to that almost Tuvi Tube War 2. And I think it was on air. And I'm like, they wanted to talk. And I'm like, okay. And it was done, right?
Yeah.
Instantly. Because I felt that for them to want to do it while we were
on air,
like that had to be meant the world to them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they wouldn't do that if it wasn't important. So I'm like, okay, this is stupid that me and this person is fighting, like, because they attacked me first. If you remember what that was about.
Yeah, I do.
They said I was in bed with whatever, like, meaning like this person defending Minnesota, something, and then I fucking went ballistic because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And it was like a whole, I think the person, like, probably realizes now that was a really fucking stupid thing to do. And then it got so out of hand, and he probably fucking, why did I do this? But I kept going and going and going and going because I was so angry. And then it was a situation where they like, enough. We think you need to stop this. I'm like, okay, it stopped. Done. You want to wash your eyes out?
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
You poor eyes. You sure?
Yeah, I'm.
Tell me the truth, man. Don't yes me to death.
I'm not yesing you to death. No, trust me.
Are you tired? You want to go? We can go.
No, I'm good. I'm staying till the end. I'm staying till the end.
You sure? You don't have to. We're good. We can end it right now.
I'm good. Trust me.
All right. You miss doing casts, I know. I miss doing casts with you too. We're rambling, guys.
No, I did not wear this shirt for this show. This just
like
happened to be the shirt that I grabbed.
Did you fucking see? Oh, you want to laugh? You're going to fucking piss yourself. So, you know I'm like a child. When's comic book day or when I want to get my comics? I'm a kid. Like, my eyes light up. I'm in the comic book store, right? I'm like, oh, like whatever. So it's the weekend. Me and Sharon are off, and she was going to go to the library and do her thing, and I was going to go to JHU Comics and do my thing, Jim Henley's Universe, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm all prepared. Now, I had said, this is what I'm going to spend, and they have my comics on hold. I'm going to get all my outstanding comics today.
No.
I go in there, and I look on the desk.
Oh, no.
And I think I scared the shit out of them because I'm like, Jesus Christ! And they're like, what? And I'm like, where the fuck did you get that? And I seen on the desk fucking 3 Godzilla drinking fucking glasses, right? Fucking Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla, and fucking King Ghidorah, right? Now,
oh no.
In case you didn't fucking know, maybe you just finding out right now for the first time. I am a huge motherfucking Godzilla fan. If you didn't know before,
no, now.
You fucking know now. 2, I'm a huge motherfucking Spider-Man fan. In case you didn't know it before, you know it now. So, and you know I'm a huge comic book fan. So, I go in there. And there was, the choice was made. Instantly. Had to beg. Like, and I told you, I still have to get the $10 comics.
Yeah.
I'm still getting the Spider-Man covers that are $9.99, right?
Yeah.
The moment I saw those 3 fucking glasses, and it was a joke because when I did the video, I said Godzilla and comic book haul, right? Because hey, no brainer, that's it. I literally fucking drool was coming down my mouth when I saw those Godzilla things. It didn't even matter that like I needed to put money away, that I had to fucking eat lunch at work, and for I have a budget, right? fuck that. I saw those. When I was a kid, let me give you a story. When I was a kid, I guess I must have seen it on the second time around or whatever. I think I was born in 74, right? I believe it was in
I was living in Owensboro, Kentucky at the time.
I think it was in 1974 where we saw Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla for the first time. Now, of course, I wouldn't have seen it when it first happened.
Yeah.
But I saw it when I was like 4 or 5, whether it be replayed on TV.
All the Godzillas except for maybe the one, that hokey one, and this last one. You know, the hokey one, which
I think my dad took me to see it. Like I think I remember.
Ferris Bueller, that one.
I remember
That one at the cinema.
I remember there was theaters where I saw Godzilla stuff, right? But it wasn't when it first came out. It was like, And I remember my face because I was a Godzilla fan. Like I already seen a couple of things with Godzilla, right?
Yeah.
So like, well, it wasn't that much, but I was a Godzilla fan. So when I seen Godzilla fight himself, and I'm like, oh, Dad, what's that, Dad? Like a little kid, like, right? And I'm like, I'm glued to the set, glued. Like that, like Mechagodzilla became like my fucking favorite. Even over fucking it was Ghidorah, then it's King Ghidorah, right?
Yeah.
Mechagodzilla was it's my fucking favorite thing, right? That fucking movie, right? And then I saw that there was a chip when the armor got exposed, and then you got to see what Mechagodzilla really was. And I'm like, holy shit. Like I was a kid, I'm like, oh, Dad, it's a robot, Dad. It's not Godzilla. It's Mechagodzilla. I'm like a little kid, fucking set. Like that was like, if I wasn't a big Godzilla fan before, I was fucking nuts about once I saw that shit. Nuts. So it just brought back memories when I was a kid that, I had to see not only Godzilla, but Mechagodzilla right there. And King Ghidorah. I was like, holy fucking shit. Hey, that shit's got to go back in the bag, the comics. I was like, oh, whatever. And so then I'm all, listen, I was fucking happy. I ran home because I didn't want to damage them, right? I put them away. I drank from Godzilla right away, right? I was all happy. Did video and everything. Talking to Chris right away. Right away, I sent the thing to Chris. I'm like, fuck. Like my kids first, then it was Chris, right? And then someone commented. And they said, yeah, I love that series. All 10 classes are great. And I'm like, what?
Oh, shit.
I was like, a question mark. Like, what? Instantly. I'm staring at the screen.
Oh,
10
God.
fucking glasses. I fucking immediately fucking researched.
7 to go.
And I'm like, where are these fucking glasses? What are they? What the fuck? Now, Scott knows me inside and out.
Oh, God.
If there was no money for those 7 fucking glasses, he knows I would pick up dog shit to make money to buy those 7 fucking glasses, right?
100%.
I would fucking get jobs I would eat Cheerios for a week. He knows.
Yep.
There would be no order. There would be chaos in my life. There would be no, oh, you have to eat. You can't buy those glasses. No. Oh, no.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, no. I would eat cookies. This is the way I am. Like, I would find a fucking way.
Yeah, he would. He would do it.
Fucking glasses in this house, right? I would fucking make deals. Hey man, you want me to write an article about this? Fucking absolutely.
Joe,
You
your
don't even understand.
veins have no more blood. Take it. Take it.
That's
Take
you
it.
don't even understand. Like my eyebrow was like the people's eyebrow, like The Rock. And I was like, immediately. Then the brain, that was it. Overtime. It's like, no, you can't. You gotta pay this bill. And you gotta pay this
Yep.
bill. And I'm like, then I gotta find a way to pay those bills. Wait,
I
no,
want glass.
right.
I want glass.
It's like a Mars attack. Right. So in my brain, the way it works, it's like, okay, Matrix Flow 212, you have to find the money to pay those bills. So that way you could find more money to buy those classes.
Yes.
It wouldn't be the irresponsible thing of just not pay bills. Because bills I pay.
Oh God, yeah.
As far as food goes, it loses translation about me making sure I have money to buy lunch. Because I'll finagle and bring soup or stupid shit, which I ate chips or ketchup packets, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I just fucking whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, common sense, I should have money for food. Like, and there's money in the house for food. Don't
Yeah.
think right away I'm a horrible fucking person, human being. The fridge stocked. But I'm talking about going to work because I don't like, when I go to work, I have to buy what I want to. I don't like bringing food in. I do, though, sometimes. But I just want to go to the pizza place, get
Yeah.
pizza, or go to Subway, or go whatever, and just get fucking food. Like hot
We
food.
like it here because a lot
I
of.
don't want to go in the break room and I don't want to fucking use a microwave unless I absolutely fucking have.
Yes.
Okay? To me, like, this isn't like the fucking 80s. Like, I'm not bringing a bag lunch. Like, I want to just fucking eat outside.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if this soda is this and the slice is $3 or $4. I just want to fucking waste the money and get my fucking food and that's it. Like, but for me to bring food from home, that means I'm running out of money. So, but it happens stuff, right? But I was like, how the fuck am I gonna get these glasses? Scott. I'm like, oh, Rodan. There's a fucking Rodan glass. Then I'm like, oh, there's a fucking Mothra glass. Holy shit. Then I'm like, oh, there's another fucking glass of Godzilla, only his fucking face. Then I'm like, oh, there's a fucking movie poster glass of fucking Godzilla fighting Mechagodzilla. Then there's a poster of him fighting the fucking Thing, which is Mothra. But they say the Thing on it. So I'm finding out all these. There's a glass, 1954 glass, 1964 glass, 1974 glass, Godzilla face glass, Rodan Mothra. There's your 7. There's your fucking 7. Then it's a thing where that's it. They're not getting any more. That's it. It's like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, so now it's beyond that. It's Matrix Lord will fucking search.
Yeah.
And now you're talking shipping now. Now you gotta ship these glasses so they don't break. You gotta pay some to get it here. This is the quest right now. This is the quest. This is the Godzilla quest right now. Okay? Doctor Who is quiet right now. There's no new sonic screwdriver. There's no new Doctor. There's no new TARDIS. There's no new figures that I have to buy with Doctor Who. There's no nothing to buy with Doctor Who right now. And I was Spider-Man. I was getting the covers, but now we have Godzilla stepped into the fray, and now I must make a purchase of 7 more glasses. And it's a comedy for you guys to watch.
It is.
Because, like, I'm a child when it comes to that. I and this is why I'm young. Because I'm not in a chair like, hey, where's the remote there? Hey, let me watch some TV. No.
Yeah, same here.
I'm leaping around like, where's my... So we're gonna first time ever, Scott, we're gonna see what's in Matrix Lord's mind
Oh,
Okay.
God help us.
Yeah. So one quadrant of the brain is I must have 100 platinum trophies, right, Scott?
Yeah.
By December 31st. Then last night, before I went to bed, which wasn't last night, it was kind of 5:30 this morning, Scott.
Yeah.
Because I was just up. We were up. I was just talking to Sharon. I couldn't go to sleep. And I'm looking at, and I'm like, wait a minute, Scott. I'm like to myself, well, I'm like as I'm talking to you, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, the YouTube anniversary is December 11th. Like on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So we're almost at 10,000 videos. But we're not at 10,000 videos. We're 100 away from 10. So I need to do 100 fucking videos, which is not an easy task if you're anybody else. We haven't done like 5 podcasts a day like we were doing. We do a couple a week now, right?
Yeah.
So while I'm in my brain that I have to work 6 days a week, and I'm in my brain that I have to do 100 platinums, and I'm in my brain that I gotta buy Godzilla figures, and in my brain that, oh, I gotta rebrand this book and I gotta push this book. And there's another part of my brain that's like, stupid!
I don't even
It's your
remember.
motherfucking anniversary!
I gotta go look. I gotta go look.
You need to have 10,000 motherfucking videos because you do 1,000 a year. And yes, I know we did more than 1,000 a year already, but that's not good enough for me. So let's go to Social Blade and let's see, Scott, because let's see what they say. Oh,
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember when I started.
so there's a difference between when I started my YouTube channel and when I actually did my YouTube channel. Okay? Actually means make a fucking first video, right? Not just having a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's the way. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. So according to Social Blade, I have 9,879 videos. I guess not counting this one. So we're gonna say 9,880, right? So that means I have to do 120 videos by December 11th, which means we have 32 days to do 120 videos. Now, mind you, it doesn't have to be all podcasts.
No.
It could be like my donut lesson or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna
some random thing.
But I'm not gonna just force it and do stupid fucking one.
Yeah. I've done that before.
I don't do
I've done
that.
that before. I've tried forcing a video.
No, I don't do that.
I've done the forcing. It's like I don't like that as much.
No, we're not gonna do that. It could be 120 podcasts. We don't know, but so in my brain, the way I calculate it, this has to be that there's 10,000 videos by December 11th, which interferes with there has to be 100 platinums by December 31st. So who's going to win the race? Because obviously, if I'm going to be doing videos, I can't be doing gaming.
Yeah.
Or I can or I can't. So will I be able to do both?
What you could possibly do is, you got set up to where, okay, I did my gaming one here. Then in other words, do your gaming thing for, let's say, a couple hours. Then,
but I work. Wait, hold on. I work though.
I know that's what I'm trying. And
I have to sleep a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to work this out here in my mind as well. What you could do is okay. You're in your mind. You go, okay. I did my I did my platinum search, or I did my video game thing on this day or on this hour. So the next time around, I'll do this type of video. Or I did two video game things here, so I'll do 2 videos of something else over here. So
So here's the thing I'm thinking of. I never do things half-ass.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen, common sense-wise, is if the main goal is the videos, right? I have to have 120 videos by December 11th.
Yeah.
The platinum thing, I have to have 100 by December 31st. So technically, I could maybe take a week away from gaming.
Yeah, that too.
But here's the
like
thing.
I said,
Right.
That's why I said you could do 2 one
Because
day.
if we get a full week of podcasts,
yeah,
where we're doing 5 a day, those will eat up the numbers real fast.
yeah. Oh,
like,
geez.
but here's the thing: there has to be a need for the podcast.
Money. Pay attention to the change, and the dollars will take care of it.
But it has to be. There has to be news. We can't just do. I can't just do an everything show if there's no fucking.
Yeah,
news,
exactly.
You know? And I'm not going to do 2-minute fucking podcasts either. It's going to be 10 minutes or whatever.
That was the furthest thing from my mind.
But here's the thing: I don't look. When I think of
okay,
when I
do a video game thing. Let's say you do 1 or 2 one day.
I mean, I could do a video of me playing, but that's like hours playing or minutes playing. But that's one video, not like I honestly. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do majority podcasts rather than single videos because I love podcasts and we've been doing that lackingly in podcasts. But I'm not promising it's going to be 120 podcasts in a month. I'm sorry, 32 days. But at some point in time, also what I don't like is when I don't meet my goals. And I don't want to be having the gaming thing turn out to be like work where, okay, so let's just talk about the gaming thing quickly. Gaming thing, I have 61 platinums. I need 39 platinum trophies. Now, you have to also take into effect and mind that obviously when I do the gaming, I buy a whole bunch of games. It's not going to be games that I own, all of them. So I just bought 7 games, 70% off. It only cost me $10, and then I have my $5 game something. So of the 7 games, I beat 4 games in a couple of days. So I have 3 more games to beat. And then I'm going to wind up buying, because the sale is over of the 70% off on PS4. The sale is over on the 20th of November. So I'm probably going to make a purchase on Wednesday for more games that are on sale. And even if I don't play them, I own them, so I can do that. So, all right, so you know what? We're going to figure this out, me and Scott, tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to get off with him. I'm actually going to do a donut lesson or 2 because I bought the donuts, but I have to do them. And I will play a video game, and then I will go to bed by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So we'll figure out how Matrix Floyd 2 and 2 will buy his Godzilla glasses, 7 of them, how he will do 120 videos, how he will get 39 platinum trophies, how he will rebrand Twists of Hate book, and how he will be more popular to shove it in somebody's face. And get his comics too. That's like, and your cake and eat it too. So join the journey, like and subscribe, notifications on, and we will be back tomorrow. Thank you, Scott. I'll be talking to Scott about this off here. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.